Hey Fragrance family, I'm David.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Coming at you again with another review, this time on the classic Fahrenheit by Dior.
Get it. Taking it back to the old school.
Yeah. So date introduced is 1988.
Oh my gosh.
Long time ago. Back to the future.
You and I, we're 7.
Yeah. Wow.
There's that.
It's classified as a woody floral musk. Notes are, and there's a lot of them, apparently,
Buckle up.
lavender, mandarin orange, hawthorn, nutmeg, cedar, bergamot, chamomile, lemon, honeysuckle, carnation, sandalwood, violet leaf, jasmine, lily of the valley, leather, tonka bean, amber, patchouli, musk, and vetiver. Good lord.
What notes did they not use?
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
What'd you get of longevity out of this?
Well, it's kind of weird. I would say I get probably close to excellent longevity out of this.
Okay.
But it varies based upon, in my experience, how old the juices you get. I've tried some newer from Sephora that did not get near the power that I have gotten from like an old bottle.
I tried mine from Sephora.
Okay.
So I got kind of poor longevity.
Yeah, it kind of dies out.
Yeah.
Which I think not used to be the case.
Yeah. I'm sure. I mean, this has been reformulated a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Which, doesn't bother me.
Right.
But it doesn't seem like now this is as strong as it was.
Yeah,
clearly.
that's kind of the conventional wisdom, I think, is that it used to be this beast, and it's kind of more tame.
I kind of wish it was.
More of a beast?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind more beast.
What about projection?
It's kind of weird because I feel like when I'm wearing it, I feel like I am pushing out hard, but I don't get the feedback that reinforces that. So I'm going to just split the difference, say average.
Yeah, I'll probably say in the average range too. The performance here is kind of hard to rate.
It is.
Because the longevity on me was kind of poor, but maybe it's the projection. Sometimes it gets kind of muddied.
Yeah, and also the type of fragrance can change how you perceive the strength of it,
Overall, the performance on me was not great.
Yeah.
So,
me too.
Now, season, I would say this is Vivaldi.
Vivaldi!
All 4 seasons. I think this is good for any season. And purpose, again, I think this is great for really any purpose, any occasion. Casual, work, formal, even a date. I think this has worked great on any of those.
Motorcycle.
Swiss Army knife fragrance here. Now, what does this remind you of?
Well, this is, it's a very old fragrance, very classic fragrance. So I think a lot of people have deeply entrenched memories with this scent.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Up until not too long ago, I really wasn't exposed to this scent. I knew what it was because it's talked about. I knew it was gasoline, but I get it. But I didn't have firsthand experience.
Yeah.
When I smell this fragrance, the first thing I'm reminded of really is an era when I was young. Kind of the style that was popular when I was like a young child, which was maybe your shirt open and some chest hair showing, pretty bushy mustache, you know what I mean?
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, maybe like a gold chain, you know what I mean? Just that kind of era. But what comes along with that, though, is I think, to me, kind of like an unabashed masculinity, where it's like, there was no thought or concern about how I came off in terms of my masculinity. It was just like, I'm a man, and that's kind of all there is to it. And so that kind of comes across to me. It's like, this is just, to me, a very manly fragrance, a very strong, very confident, and very don't give a crap kind of scent.
Yeah.
I am who I am. It's like, it's very secure. And the gasoline thing, I get it. I mean, it kind of does smell like that, but in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Not like, crap, I spilled gasoline on my pants at the pump and now I smell like that. It's reminiscent of that, but really to me, it's just kind of reminiscent of what comes with that.
Yeah.
The manliness that comes with mechanic work and motorcycles and auto.
Yeah.
More than it is actual gasoline.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is a really great masculine fragrance. I think I have smelled it a couple times in the past. More than likely, I must have smelled it because it's such a popular fragrance.
Yeah.
And it's been around for, almost 30 years.
Yeah.
In recent years, I've never worn it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really have any association to me. So when I got to test it, I was really surprised with how modern it is still.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like one of these iconic fragrances that is kind of stuck in time.
Yeah.
This is really a timeless fragrance.
Yeah.
And it does smell like masculinity.
Yeah.
And in that, unabashed way,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah.
In all essences is the the bad A. You know?
It is.
It's like the biker, the guy who wears the watch on the bottom.
There's that thing. Nice.
The guy who has 3 knives and stuff like that. You know,
You're close.
black leather jacket.
Yeah.
He does his own oil changes and works on his own car and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is that.
Yes.
What I get from it is I get mostly leather and violet leaf.
Totally.
And that's really what I get from it. Now, I have not smelled the older ones, and I'm sure the older ones probably are actually better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm only working on the newer one.
Mm-hmm.
Even the newer one I think is good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's supposed to smell like gasoline, and I do get that a little bit, but the newer one I don't really get much of a gasoline smell.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wish I did.
Yeah.
You know, because I like that smell.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, you know, because as men, you know, a lot of men take the responsibility of cutting grass, and that comes with a gasoline smell.
Right.
And so it has a very green smell, and it's supposed to have a gasoline smell. And so it kind of reminds me of cutting the grass.
Okay.
So it brings back those memories, and another kind of token of masculinity right there.
Yeah.
You know, from the start, it's a really great leathery smell.
It is.
I don't like violet leaf in general. Like, that's not one of my favorite
You're right, you don't.
notes.
Mm-hmm.
But in this, it works so good with it. It's just really nice.
I think for me, when I smell this, like, you know, there are certain fragrances we've reviewed in the past or that people have talked about that are really masculine, and you'll hear the phrase thrown about, like, I don't know if I could pull this off. It might be outside, you know, my comfort zone or whatever it is. But I think that for this one, it's really masculine, but I think anyone could pull it off.
Yeah.
Because I think, to me at least, it carries an inherent self-confidence. When I wear this, I feel like, yeah, I'm this kind of man that wears this.
Right.
Whether I'm not a mechanic, but I mean, like, it's still, I feel like, yeah, I'm pulling this off.
Yeah.
I smell like a boss, son.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
And I just don't know. I would love to see, because I don't smell this now at all, nor do I see a lot of people talking about it. Not even in a kind of a niche kind of way, you know, like I'm throwing it back, you know, because people wear like polo green, like I'm wearing the old classic. I'm thinking, you're crazy. Like, I don't see people wear, sorry, I hate that stuff. But this, I would love to see this have like a big resurgence.
Yeah.
At least in FragCon, but in general, I would love to see more people wearing this and just smelling tough. You know what I mean? I would, it's so good to me.
Yeah, gotta split it.
Yeah. I wore it once and I was like, I don't know if I like this. And I wore it again and I just fell in love. And then we talked about doing this and I thought, I don't know if Dave, because the violet thing, I thought maybe you won't like this. And I was really surprised and really thrilled to hear that you did, that we could, you know, that we agreed on it, because man, it's so good.
Yeah. I was thinking that I wasn't going to like this.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be too gasoline and this, whatever.
It's my favorite pasta.
Gasolini.
Gasolini.
But I really enjoy it,
Yeah.
and even going into it expecting the worst, it really blew me away.
Yeah.
And I really like it. All those other notes, I don't really, maybe vetiver a little bit. I'm not sure. I've heard some people say that it has a noticeable honeysuckle. I love honeysuckle. We live in an area where honeysuckle is prominent in the season, and I can't smell that in this.
No.
I kind of wish I did, because I like honeysuckle a lot.
Yeah.
Mostly, it's just leather and violet leaf. Those are the ones I can definitely pin down.
Right.
The rest, not so much.
Yeah. To me, it's more about the scent than it is the individual notes.
Yeah.
It's the forest, not the trees.
Yeah, exactly. And let's talk about the name. The name is perfect.
Yes.
The name is perfect for this
Yes.
scent.
I love it.
How many times have we come across a name for a fragrance that makes no sense?
Right.
Or it doesn't fit at all.
Right.
This one is like, they knocked it out of the park with it. So they were like destined to come together, the scent and the name.
It's great. And you know what? All the ones that have come after it, all the flankers have never really, to me, have reached the pinnacle. The 32 and the Absolute and the Parfum and the Aqua.
I like the Aqua a lot, though.
I do too, but I still think that OG reigns supreme.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I think what really amazes me the most with this fragrance is, like I said, how modern it is, but that it hasn't really been duplicated. Because a lot of these scents that have been like runaway hits, and this was a huge hit for Dior.
Yeah.
A lot of these scents that are big like this are often just replicated over and over from everybody, just wanting to be like the next thing. And this one really hasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be like a clone here or there that is just really obscure.
Yeah.
But it didn't like start a new genre of fragrances that was trying to be this.
You're right.
You know, this is still unique and it stands on its own.
Yeah.
It's still modern and timeless. And all these years, it's still brilliant and relevant.
Yeah.
Still, I love it. It's a rich, dense, leathery scent with dirt and sweat.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hashtag bring back Fahrenheit.
That's right. Now, what about compliments?
You know, not really, but I think that when my wife smelled it, she kind of complimented. She was like, I don't know. I think that she may have had more of the dated association.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe her dad wore it or something like that. I don't know. But I just don't care. This is one of the things that it's about how it makes me feel when I wear it.
Yeah.
It's part of that unabashed thing. It's like, it's not really concerned about others around you. This is what I'm doing.
My wife likes it, which I was actually surprised by that, but she actually really likes it. I think that was about all she said. Was
Okay.
that I like it.
Okay.
So that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough for
Whatever.
me. Yeah. I think this will get a lot of attention, and it's one of those things where it was popular and everyone had it, and now no one has it, or they don't wear it. And so you can wear it and still smell unique and not smell like someone else.
The time has come.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So time for the resurgence.
That's right.
Bang for buck, you can find this on FragranceNet around the $70 mark, maybe a little bit more, but around the $70 mark for a 3.4 ounce. I think that's fantastic value.
Yeah. It's Dior though. Dior's don't drop in price like anything else. They just don't. But you get a pedigree when you buy Dior.
Yep.
So I say go for it. I'm gonna buy a bottle.
Yeah. So final rating, what do you give it?
I think I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5.
What?
And here's the reason. It's not just scent alone. I think to me this fragrance is kind of like a wonder to me. That all the things you said about how it is timeless and it kind of transcends the decade, the generations, and it's kind of just like this scent of masculinity no matter how things change. Like I feel like even though maybe it got cooler at a certain time to be a little less masculine, the metrosexual thing was more popular, skinny jeans and all the different things that came and went, but I still like this is still relevant. You know what I mean? It still works no matter what.
Yep.
I respect that. Personally, I like it. I feel awesome when I wear it. Yeah. 5 fingers, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. I love it. Everything I said, I really think it's a brilliant fragrance.
Yeah.
To me, it's still a violet leaf fragrance, and so that kind of takes it down just a little bit. The violet leaf is brilliant in this fragrance.
Yeah.
But there's just something that doesn't make it a 5. So that's all we've got. Let us know what you think of Fahrenheit down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know.
Yeah.
And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. That's the last review for Jer for a while.
Yeah.
So it's good having you back. Thanks for coming on, man.
I'll come back.
Bro.
Yeah. It was fun, man.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Glad to have you back.
If you'll have me back.
Oh, of course I will. Of course.
If they'll have me back.
They won't. They won't make any comments about it.
They hate me. They can't stand me.
Hashtag bring Jer back.
Jared Fahrenheit.
Let Jer host.
No, man. Come on.
Anyway, we'll see you later. We're the Fragrance Bros. Bye.
Bye, guys.